Hi guys, today we'll be sharing about the double sphere method of retinoscopy and its importance. Next, we'll talk about the correct and incorrect ways of conducting this technique.
So, what's a double sphere method? A double sphere method is a technique which does not require the examiner to know which of the two principal meridians is more positive or less negative. Also, the final objective of double sphere method is to transpose the spherical power of the two principal meridians into the sphere or minor cylinder format. Now, we will move on to importance of retinoscopy. The main purpose of retinoscopy is to determine whether the patient has ametropia, myopia, hyperopia, or astigmatism. It is done by shining light onto the patient's eyes and observe the reflex movement within the eye. So, what's the importance of retinoscopy? Retinoscopy helps to estimate the patient's refractive error. Secondly, it does not require responses from the patients. Lastly, it also helps to detect the eye abnormalities.
Next is the procedure for retinoscopy double sphere method.
These are the steps to take for myopia or hyperopia. Firstly, shine light into the tested eye and scope beam along the 90, 180, 45, and 135 axis for around 3 to 4 times. Secondly, take note of the direction of the eye reflex. Thirdly, check for the meridian of the light beam. And lastly, check for the breaks in eye reflexes.
Steps to take for myopia or hyperopia if reflexes show against or with movement. Number 1. Add trial lenses in plus or minus 1 diopter sphere steps to trial frame accordingly. Number 2. Continue to add the lens till you see a change in the reflex. Number 3. Slowly add plus or minus negative 0.25 or positive or negative 0.50 diopter sphere lens accordingly. Number 4. Continue to add lenses until the light beam fills up the entire pupil with no movements observed. Number 5. After examining one eye, move on to the next eye and repeat the entire procedure again. Number 6. Record prescription with sphere being the more positive power, cylinder being the difference between two powers, and axis being the more negative power. Steps to take if patient has astigmatism. Determine the two principal meridians through the skew phenomenon method. Observe the reflex and align the retinoscope streak to be parallel to the first meridian. Rotate the retinoscope streak 90 degrees and align the second meridian. Neutralize both meridians using spherical lenses, plus for width, minus for against. Transpose into sphere/cylinder times axis format.
Now, we will move on to incorrect retinoscopy methods, including how to avoid such problems. Error 1. Using incorrect starting point or setup, giving the patient a high minus or plus lenses directly, or forgetting to occlude the tested eye or to fog the non-tested eye. Error 2. Lack of communication with the patient. For example, not giving appropriate instructions to the patient. Error 3. Not inserting the working distance lenses appropriately. For example, forgetting to insert WDL or mistakenly minusing the prescription when WDL is inserted. Error 4. Refining in too small an increment. For example, increasing by plus/minus 0.25 ds right from the beginning. This will result in taking too much time to complete the retinoscopy. Error 5. Not maintaining the same eye level as patient. Height of the slit is not adjusted to the point whereby the patient eye level is the same as the examiner. This may lead to parallax error, resulting in inaccuracy. Error 6. Sweeping the retinoscope too quickly. Sweeping the light source quickly from the retinoscope across the pupil of the patient will result in not being able to observe the pupil reflex carefully.